Namaste, my yoga friends. Welcome to Yoga with Lisa on another Tuesday morning. I'm so happy that you could join me. Hopefully you've got your mat set up with a towel handy, a strap, some pillows, and let's go ahead and start. We'll just start in our seated position as normal. Legs are crossed if that's comfortable for you. Remember, whatever we're doing today together, always listen to the wisdom of your body and don't press past any limits. If this isn't comfortable for you, just find a different way to sit that makes you feel at ease and in balance, and with your back straight if possible, shoulders back and down, and arms and shoulders relaxed and heavy. Feel the strength in the center of your body lifting up through the spine, to the back of the neck, to the top of the head, the crown of the head, and imagine that you continue up into space. Your energy from your spine is lifting straight up and also down into the earth, down through your root chakra, through your pelvis, anchoring you down into the earth. Feel your connection to the great above and the great below. Close the eyes gently and breathe. Closing the eyes, let the eyeballs be gentle and heavy in the eye sockets. Relax your facial muscles. Relax your jaw. Allow yourself to be at ease. Quiet the mind. Let's just warm up gently this morning. Imagine that spine all the way up to the top of your head and up like a beam of light, like a laser, straight up into space. You're casting a light on the ceiling of the room you're in right now. And let's draw a circle on the ceiling by rotating around, pivoting on the tailbone. And breathe as you move. So as you're breathing around your circle, and change the direction of your circle. Continue to breathe. And now allow the head to accentuate the circle. It moves with the body around. Just be careful that you don't allow the head to drop way back and stress your neck, as your head might want to drop straight back down your back. Just think about lifting up all the time through the spine, through the top of the head. Make that circle on the ceiling even bigger. Change direction. And then come back to the center of your circle. Bring the hands to prayer pose. Pushing the hands straight up, lift up. Exhale, bring it back down and bow the head. Hold for a moment of stillness at the bottom. Inhale, push up, breathe in. Exhale, bring it back down. Hold for a moment of stillness before you inhale. Push up, breathe in. One more time. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart, bow the head, and wait for a moment before you inhale. Now we're going to push the hands straight out in front of you. You can crisscross your thumbs to anchor the hands together and reach the fingertips forward. Bow the head way down between your biceps. Stretch those shoulder blades forward, away from each other. Breathe hard.
Inhale. Exhale. And this time as you inhale, open the hands out.
And send the hands way back. Lift the face. Breathe in. Close the hands. Bow the head. Exhale.
3 more times, just like that.
Arms out to the side. Lift the face. And be like an airplane gliding through the air, swooping down on one side, down on the other side. Touch your fingertips to the mat on one side, and then send the arm up, touch the other side down. 3 more times. And this time let the hand rest on the mat and look at it there. Stretch the other hand up and over. Feel a delicious stretch all through the side of the body. Stretch through the armpit and the elbow and the wrist and the palm of the hand and the fingertips. Spread the fingers way apart from each other. Create space between the fingers. Breathe. And reaching up, both hands up. Prayer hands down. Exhale. Wait for a moment of stillness. Push the hands up. Arms out to the side. Airplane it back and forth. Gliding through the air. And then we're going to touch the other side down to the mat. Look at your hand there and stretch the other arm up and over. Feel that stretch from your hip to your fingertips and every space in between as you breathe. Say good morning to yourself. Reach it up. Stretch both hands up. Stretch it way up. Inflate your lungs. Expand your ribcage in all directions, breathing in as much as you can. Exhale, bring the hands down to your heart and all the way to your lap. Let your hands rest palm up in your lap. Shoulders relax. Feel the balance in the body. Steadiness and ease. Let's reach the arms out again and imagine that you've got a table in front of you that goes from your chest out in front of you. And on that table are thousands and thousands of little marbles. Stretch your arms out. And now we're going to scoop all the marbles we can off the table and bring them into our heart. Let's let every marble represent somebody we love, or somebody who loves us, or something that you love. Music, scenery, dancing, animals, beautiful sky at sunset. Each marble represents something beautiful in the world. Bring it into your heart. Stretch wide, get as many as you can off the table, bring it in, and match your breathing to your movement. Breathing in and out. We're going to switch arms in a minute. Let's do 3 more on the first side. Fill your heart with love. All right, let's switch. The other arm reaches. Bring it into your heart. I'm imagining each of you out there. I'm bringing you into my heart. And now both arms reach and grab all the marbles off the table, bring them in. Fill your heart with love, with joy, peace, with gratitude. These are the things that give us strength to get through these days of isolation. You know your friends are out there. You know your loved ones are out there. Bring them into your heart. Fill your heart with love and joy. And now stretch it out. And let's let our arms move up and down like water waves on the ocean. Gently moving like snakes crawling across the sand. Thank you. Let the waves get bigger, small craft advisory, and even bigger, all the way over, all the way over. Blow your arms left and right like palm tree branches blowing in the breeze. Gentle, easy, no stress, let it go. Your head can even move a little bit left and right. Slow it down, bring it back to those gentle water waves on the sea. And now the sea is like glass, reflecting the sky, stillness. Turn your palms up. Lift your arms up overhead. Touch your fingertips over your head. Breathe in. Turn the palms out. Push it down all the way to the mat. Exhale. Palms up. Breathe in. Lift. Palms out. Push down. As if you're pushing against something soft like a big pillow. Push it all the way down. Exhale. One more time. Lift up. Breathe in. Bring those hands together right in front of the heart. Beautiful prayer pose. And take a moment for yourself. Thank you so much for that. Namaste, everybody. We're going to get up on our knees here. Turn a little bit sideways so you can see. Now you can either sit like this. If this isn't comfortable for you, you can take a pillow and put it behind your knees. If you feel like you need a little support, you can put a pillow in front of your knees and put your hands on there. I'm going to ask you to come up on your toes. This is a little uncomfortable for everybody, but it's a great stretch for the back of the feet, the soles of the feet into the heels, and all the way to the toes. I know it feels a little bit spicy down there. Try to allow it to be spicy. You might want to pull your little toe forward because sometimes that little toe doesn't join the others. And just sit here for a moment and breathe. We're going to roll our shoulders. Try not to think about what's going on in your feet. If it's super uncomfortable for you, you can come back down into this position. But if you can manage it, it's really good to turn those toes under a little bit every day. Get some juice flowing all the way down to those toe joints. Circling the shoulders, breathe. Change direction. All right, let's come on to hands and knees. Again, if your knees don't like to be right up on the surface of the mat, a pillow or a blanket underneath those knees. Spread your hands out wide on the mat. Engage your fingertips actively into the mat so that you have some hand strength being used. Arching the back up, drop the head and drop the tailbone. And let's just wake up the spine, lift the face, lift the tailbone, let the middle and back sink down. Arch up into the cat position, drop the head, drop the tailbone. Sway the back down like a hammock between your shoulders and your hips. Inhale. Exhale, cat position. Inhale, cow position. Throughout this entire back and forth, we keep the arms active and pushing away from the mat. Keep the shoulders out of your ears. Now the normal table position, we have our hands right under our shoulders and knees right under our hips. So let's try something a little different now. Move the hips back, move the knees back, move the hands a little bit forward, and sink the tailbone back towards the heels at the last minute before you rest on the pose of a child. Tuck the tailbone under and push it forward, pushing an arch through the spine, and then pick the tailbone up, sway the back down, sway it down. Keep pushing through your fingertips. Keep the arms active and engaged. We're just trying to wake that spine up, get it to move a little bit, have some flexibility. Now let's go all the way back to pose of a child. I'll move forward so you can see. The hips go down to the heels. The arms walk forward all the way as far as you can, dropping the forehead to the mat. Take a moment for yourself. Pose of a child, a beautiful pose of acceptance and forgiveness. Melt your heart down into the mat. Allow everything to be relaxed. Come up a little bit and walk both hands over to one side. Let's walk to the left side. And you may want to take the right hand and cross it under the left and allow your head to just be heavy, laying on your right shoulder. Walk the hands back to the front and come over to the other side. Let me turn around so I'm still looking at you as I walk my hands to the other side. The arm that's stretching the farthest around can go under the arm that's the dominant side, and let the head relax. And then back to pose of a child, arms reaching straight forward as far as they can go. Drop the forehead down, relax everything in the body. Deep breath. And then we're going to come up. We're going to stay on our forearms and come out into a plank pose. I'm going to adjust my mat just a bit here. Okay, we're on our forearms. We're going to do the low plank. And push back through the heels. Bring the hips down, close to the floor, so the body is truly shaped like a plank of wood, straight. Holding and breathing. Keep holding, keep breathing. Drop the knees to the ground and come right back to pose of a child. Let's make the knees a little wider. Bring the toes together, big toes together, knees wide as your mat, and sink the hips back. Allow the chest to melt down onto the mat. Arms can be kind of wide at the elbows and fingertips touching. Just the index finger touching. Let's take a moment to just relax and sink down. Let all your tension go. It feels so heavy. Don't resist gravity. Let gravity win the fight. Give up. Surrender. Beautiful. Coming back up to cat and cow. Just arch and sway a few more times. Come back to a flat back and look around one shoulder for the hip. Stick the hip out, try and see it. You probably won't see it, but that's okay. Come around, look for the hip on the other side, around the other shoulder. Back and forth, one way and the other. Any speed is perfect, whatever feels good to you right now. Enjoy the movement. Don't push it too hard. Take it easy. And back to cat and cow, arching and swaying. Yes. Thank you. All right, come back with a nice flat back. Turn your toes under and pick up the hips off the ground for downward dog. This is our first downward dog of the day. So take it easy, be gentle with yourself. Invert the body, upside down V, drop the head. Take a nice breath, don't push anything for the first few moments. Just allow yourself to be in this position for a moment, take some breaths. Listen to the body. If it asks for something right now, feel free to oblige it. Maybe you want to paddle the feet up and down. Maybe you just want to be still. Maybe you're desperately asking, the body wants to do the three-legged dog and bring a leg up. That's also okay. And for a minute, we're just going to come back down to pose of a child, so don't feel like you have to do anything drastic right now. Just take it easy and breathe. Alright, dropping the knees down. We're going to stop before they get to the mat. Stop in hovering table, 1 inch off the mat. Just hold for a moment. Knees are not on the mat. We're using strength here. If you feel super strong and keen and you want to try something, pick one leg up. 3-legged hovering table. Alright, drop the knees down. Coming back to pose of a child, this time the arms can come around to rest palm up by the feet. Relax everything. And then when you're ready to come back up to a seated position, we're going to straddle the legs out. Remember, you don't have to straddle them way out. Whatever feels good to you is perfect. Get the legs open a little bit so the inside of the thighs feel a gentle stretch. Take a moment to just look at your feet. My feet are outside of the view of the... Yeah, I don't know how to do that, so I guess I'll slide off to the side so you can see. We're just flexing the ankles, both ankles, and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Keep breathing as you flex and point. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Make sure your back is straight. You're lifting up through the top of the head. You're connected down into the earth through your sitting bones. All right, let's relax the feet. Stretch your arms over your legs so they're directly above the legs, parallel. And reach towards the toes or the space above the toes where, imagine you got a helium balloon tied to one of your toes, you just want to tap the balloon. Breathe. All right, let your hands rest on your legs, somewhere around the knees or thighs. Connect your sense of self down and up as we did at the beginning of the session. Close the eyes and breathe. Feel the energy in the body. Now take your right hand and slide it towards your ankle, bringing the body over. Let it go as far as it wants. Maybe it goes all the way to the toes. Maybe it wraps around the sole of the foot, grabbing the heel. Lift the other arm up and over as far as that wants to go. Stretch. And then slide the hand back up, bringing the body upright. The other hand reaches for the leg on the other side. Slide it down to the toes or the ankle. Stretch on the other side. Slide the hand back up. And let's put our hands right on the floor in front of our pelvis and walk the hands forward as far as you feel like is a good distance. Slightly bend your elbows down and push back. Exhale down, inhale up. Take it slow. This is a range of motion stretch. Find your range of motion. Explore it gently. Find your edge where you can't go any farther without feeling like, ooh, I went too far. Just nudge that edge. Be aware of where it is. Acknowledge it. Push back. Come down. Find your edge. Acknowledge it and push back. Go about halfway down now, halfway to your edge. Walk your hands towards one leg. One hand on either side of your knee or your calf. Bow your head towards your knee. Try to find comfort in this position. Arrange your arms so that you can relax. Staying here for just a moment longer. Relax. And then push against the ground. Push your body back up and walk your hands back to the middle. Bending the elbows down. Exhale. Push back. Inhale. Find your edge. And then back halfway off and walk the hands over to the other leg. One hand on either side of the knee or the calf. Bow your head over your knee. Stay there, relax and breathe. Arrange your arms in a way that makes you even relax more so that you can find balance and ease. Hands to the ground, push, bring the body back up, walk back to the middle, and again down and up, down and up. Walk the hands back towards the pelvis, bring the soles of the feet together. Butterfly sit. Get the toes to touch each partner. Each toe has its partner, allow them to touch. The heels touch. The knees can drop down. If this doesn't feel good, put a pillow under your knee. Pull up block to allow your legs to relax and open. And let's place the hands right around the toes, gripping onto the toes. Lift the heart. Push down on your sitting bones. Lift the heart. Allow the shoulders to drop. Top of the head reaching up, breathe in and out. Release the legs slowly. And release your toes, bring your hands to prayer pose. Push up, breathe in. Exhale, sink down. Push up, breathe in. And down. And up. Down, exhaling as you come down. This time the knees join the hands in rising up. Breathe in. Bring the palms, the soles of the feet straight down and bring your arms around your legs. Wrap your arms around your legs. Tuck your face into that little cave right in the middle between your knees and your chest. Close your eyes and stay here quietly thinking of your inner self and your energy for just a moment. All right, let's go ahead and roll down one vertebrae at a time onto the mat. Allow your arms to go wherever feels most comfortable to you. Take a moment to sort yourself out on the mat so that you feel balance between the hips and the shoulders and all the weight is distributed nicely. Let's drop both knees to the left and just hang out here for a moment. If this doesn't feel good, walk your toes away from your hips a little bit. Relax through the hips, through the spine, through the waist.
through the legs. Relax your shoulders and arms. And then we pick both knees up and drop them over to the right or the other side, whichever side you already didn't put them on. Drop the legs to the other side and release all the tension in the body. And then up we come with the knees. Let's go back and forth like windshield wipers. Allow the feet to roll across the soles. Now, send your mind to what your feet are doing, where the pressure is on your feet. Through the heel and to the side. Across the toes and to the side. Drop the knees, almost like flip-flopping. Flip and flop. Really loose. Loosen up those hips. All right, let's bring the knees to the chest. And hands to your knees. And just squeeze the knees into the chest and release. Breathing in and out as you squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and hold. Hold the knees into the chest. Feel the strength in your arms. Squeezing the knees in. Keep breathing. And chant. Transfer both hands to your left knee. Let your right leg stretch way out on the mat. Squeeze that left leg right into your chest with both hands. And then release. Bring the knee open about 90 degrees and circle it around. Change direction now and then. Bring it straight up. Flex and point the toe a couple of times. All right, reach with both hands and grab the leg wherever your hands reach. Relax throughout the leg. If the knee wants to bend, that's fine. If the foot wants to be completely relaxed, that's fine. Or you can flex the heel, putting a little bit of stress into the Achilles tendon towards the hamstring. Pull the leg a little bit towards the face and then let it return to a vertical position straight up out of your hip. Range of motion stretch. Find your range of motion. Everybody's different. Don't judge yourself. No bad thoughts, no critique. Be grateful for the movement you have. Could be worse. Stretch and breathe. Find your edge, your therapeutic edge, right at the edge of your stretching zone. Nudge it and back away. Hold at your most extreme spot, right at your edge. Hold and try to relax and breathe. 5 more breaths, deep and slow. Of your 5 more breaths, we just urge the leg to come a little deeper into the stretch. Just gently pull an extra centimeter of extension from that hamstring at the back of the leg, reaching into the hips, reaching down to the knees, all the way to the Achilles tendon. Feel the back of the leg, let go, release and relax. All right, release it. Bend the knee. Take the knee in your left hand, the heel in your right hand. Rock the baby out and across the body. Rock the baby. And then take the knee across the body all the way to the ground and lay it on the ground. If it doesn't go all the way to the ground, use a pillow. or rolled up towel or blanket. Keep that left shoulder reaching back towards the floor. It probably isn't on the floor, but it's thinking about reaching back towards the floor. Extend that arm out. Find ease in this position. Relax your energies. Allow gravity to win. Don't fight it. Luxuriate in this gentle reclined spinal twist. Everybody's favorite pose. Scan through your spine and ask each part of it, are you truly relaxed? 100% relaxed? Chances are there's a little spot somewhere that's still holding, not trusting. Try to let it trust. Try to let it go. Relax. Breathe air into that spot. When you're ready, just roll back onto your back and do a long body stretch with the arms stretching up overhead, the toes reaching in the opposite direction. Expand your rib cage as big as it'll go. Breathe in as much as you can and release with a sigh. We're going to bring both knees to the chest again. Hands on the knees, squeeze and release. Squeeze both knees in and use your arm muscles. Feel your arms working to stretch, to bring those knees in close to the chest. Bring both hands to the other knee now. The right knee, squeeze it in, stretch the other leg way out on the mat. Squeeze that right knee into the chest. And then stretch the leg up. Bend the knee about 90 degrees and circle it around. As big as you can, as long as there's no pain or discomfort or clicking noises that you're hearing or feeling. Circle the knee the other way. Match your breathing to your movement. Change direction again. Stretch the legs straight up. Flex and point the ankle. Relax the foot, relax the leg. Reach up and down the leg with the fingertips. Find your favorite place to grab a hold of, maybe around the knee or the calf. Gently bring the leg a little closer to the face and back to vertical. If the knee wants to bend, don't worry about it, that's fine. Find your range of motion. Acknowledge the edge of your range. Give a little nudge, and then back to your comfort zone. Breathe, and inhale. Breathe out, and inhale. Find that edge. Let's hold the leg right at that edge for 5 deep breaths. Try to relax the leg. You can hold on to the big toe if that's good for you. Don't rush it. Be in the moment. Gently hold on to the leg with both hands again and urge an extra centimeter of stretch from the hamstring hip system. From the back of the leg, we're asking it to stretch and release. Be gentle. very gentle. Release, relax the leg, let it go back to more or less vertical. Bend the knee and keep the knee in the right hand, reach the left hand towards the heel. Let the knee go way out to the side and the heel comes inboard towards the belly button. Rock the baby in and out, breathing as you move. 3 more times. And cross the knee across the body, roll up onto your hip and let the knee come to the ground. If it doesn't reach the ground, use a pillow to support the knee. Allow the right shoulder to reach back towards the ground. Open the right arm out. Both arms reaching out gently. Palm reaching towards the palm turned up to the ceiling. Fingertips curling towards the ceiling. Turn your head in the same direction as your upper leg so you can really relax through the spine. Relax through the hips and shoulders. Allow yourself to sit down. Take a moment to notice anything in your body that's speaking to you right now. Try to adjust your body so that that spot that's got a message for you knows that it's been acknowledged. Seek balance and relaxation. Don't think about the next posture or the last posture. Be in this posture. Relax. Be now. Be here. Quiet the mind. Meditate on your breath. Meditate on your breath, breathing 5 more deep, slow breaths. I am breathing in, I am breathing in, I am breathing in, I am breathing in, I am breathing out, I am breathing out, I am breathing out, I am breathing in, I am breathing in. Back onto your back and do another long body stretch. Inhale big, expand the rib cage in all directions. Exhale, everything goes with a sigh. We're just going to be here for a moment. Imagine you're a starfish on the beach. Spread your arms and legs out in all directions. Don't anticipate anything, just be and feel. Ready, bring your knees in to the chest and stretch the feet up, stretching through the heels. Let the legs be super straight right now. Stretch through the heels. Feel a lot of energy rising up from hips to heels and up into the sky, from heels to hips and down into the earth. Feel the energy in the back of the legs going up and down, like lightning bolts. Relax the top of the body. From the waist up, you're relaxed and calm. From the hips to the heels, lots of energy. Relax the feet, bend the knees a little bit. Now reach the arms up. Feel the energy from the shoulders to the fingertips stretching up. Keep the head relaxed and heavy on the mat. Reach the fingertips up, and now keep the fingertips reaching up. Drop the shoulders down to the mat. Squish them down. Reach them up. Squish them down. Reach them up. Squish them down. Now we're going to reach with the hip, the toes, and the fingertips, and the top of the head comes off the mat. The head comes off the mat. The top of the head reaches for the ceiling. The back is rounded. The hips are off the mat. The shoulders are off the mat. Reach up. Keep breathing. And allow yourself to come down again. We're going to roll over to one side. Bend the knees and stack the knees. Allow your head to rest on your upper arm or your shoulder, and your upper hand rests on your hip. Take a moment to just be here in this sideways position, totally relaxed, totally heavy. Let yourself be heavy. Bring the right knee above the left. Take the bottom leg and stretch it out. Take your right hand, your top hand, and bring it to the mat just above your knee. Push down a little bit and bring your body over onto your belly. Some people sleep in this position. Three deep breaths, relax. Take that hand and push. Come back over onto your side. Stack the knees again. Rest your head on your shoulder, your hand on your hip. And now we're going to make a fist with the hand on the hip and just give yourself a little pound on that large muscle back there. Yes, it's a muscle. And it's a big muscle, so in order to get some good massage in there, some thanks for our flanks, pound. All right, hand to the floor. Push yourself up, and let's shift over to the same position on the other side. Knees are stacked. We're resting on our side. Head rests on the shoulder or arm. Upper hand rests on the hip. Relax. Take the top knee and move it above the bottom knee on the ground. Bottom leg straightens out. I don't have space for my leg out there, but I'm going to just leave it a little bit out. And then we put the hand on the ground and above the knee on the right in front of your chest and push down. Shift over onto your belly a little bit or your chest and allow yourself to relax. All right, push against the ground. Bring yourself back up onto the side body. Stack the knees, bend the knees. Rest your head on your arm and your hand on your hips. You'll make a fist with the hand on the hip. Give yourself some thanks to the flanks. Pound into that big muscle. Tell it thank you. And rest. Push yourself back up. Back to seated position. Take a moment to just roll your shoulders. Place your hands on your knees. Up and back. Squeeze the shoulder blades down and forward. Round the back. Up, back, down, and forward. Up, back, down, and forward. 3 more times. Let's go the other way. Over the top, down and back. Squeeze the shoulder blades in the back. All right, relax. Let those shoulders squeeze all the way up as high as they can go, right up to your earlobes. Squeeze them up. Inhale. Squeeze them up higher. Inhale. Exhale, let them go all at once. Do it again. Breathing in, squeeze it up. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Breathe in as much as you can. Exhale, let it go. And one more time up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Breathe in as much as you can. And let it go. Shoulders shift forward and back. Forward and back. Breathe. Now both shoulders come forward and think about pushing your chin back. Turtle puts his head inside his shell. Shoulders back. Turtle sticks his head out. Bring the chin forward. Reverse. And squeeze the back. Squeeze the shoulders back. Push the chin forward. This is awesome for those of us that are getting that computer hunch, that tablet or phone hunch. We tend to just be hunched all the time these days, which is really, really bad for the general health of the body. It's sort of like the first domino collapsing down, and that domino effect reaches through the spine into the organs. Everything starts to be in the wrong position for health. So let's try and get flexibility in the upper back so that we're comfortable with keeping that head back and where it belongs. And our beautiful posture, shoulders back, heart lifted, shoulders relaxed and down. Think about your heart lifting right now. Lift it up as high as you can. Shoulders go down. The whole body changes shape. Suddenly we look like a dancer. All right, relax. Let everything sink back to normal. Relax. Round the back and drop the head. Let the head be heavy. Relax your belly. Bow the head way down. Drop it. Let it be heavy. I'm going to turn sideways, but just keep rounding your back and letting the head be heavy so that you see the whole spine almost shaped like the letter C. All right, breathing in, straighten the back again. Bring one hand, left hand to the right knee, right hand to the ground behind your hip. And just twist around. Send your eyes all the way to the right corner of your eye sockets. Gentle now. Don't overdo it. And back, facing forward. Keep the spine elongated. Don't collapse down. Let's turn around the other way. Right hand to the left knee, left hand to the ground behind the left hip. Looking over your shoulder. Eyes all the way to the left corner of your eye sockets. Release, come back facing forward and go all the way around again. Slowly release, coming all the way around.
facing forward. We're going to stretch the legs out. Pull the flesh away from your sitting bones if you choose to. And rub your hands up and down your legs from hips to ankles. From hips to ankles. Bringing the body down as you reach for your ankles. Be gentle. We're going to reach for the toes now, reaching for the toes. Head comes even closer to the knees. We're going to grab a hold of the ankles or the heels or the feet or wherever your hands can grab and just stay down. Try and really reach from the tailbone through the lower back, reaching the head in the direction of your toes. Grabbing onto the heels or the ankles, pull a little bit. Hold. Release all the tension in the back of the legs. I'm sure you're feeling it. And then release and walk your hands up your legs, pushing the body back upright in one leg. And let the heel come somewhere along from the knee to the hip, to the pelvis. The knee is off to the side. And we're just going to reach beyond our toes as if there's a basket of fruit on the other side of your foot. And you're reaching for the banana on the top of the basket of fruit. Reach and let the top of your head reach towards it. So you're not really looking at that basket, that imaginary basket of fruit. You're looking down at your leg. Reaching with the top of your head and your fingertips. It's a very dynamic stretch. Keep stretching, keep reaching, keep breathing. Three more breaths. It's very dynamic. Keep breathing. Reaching, reaching, reaching for that banana on the top of the basket of fruit on the other side of your foot. Reach for it. You almost got it. All right, put the hands on the ground and push yourself back up. Let's change feet, change legs. Reach beyond the foot. Looking down at your knee, reach with the top of your head and your fingertips beyond your foot. Keep breathing. Beautiful dynamic stretch, very strong. 3 more breaths. Hands to the floor, push yourself up. Juicy, yes. We're going to do a boat pose now. Balance on your tailbone, bring your legs up. Keep holding those knees. You can put your hands behind your knees or on your knees. If you really want to do the true boat pose, you have to let go of your knees. Palms are up to the side. Find balance. And let's take the right hand and reach for the left toes. Bend the left knee a little bit more and straighten out, more or less, a little bit the other leg. Reach and reach. We're going to do this 10 times, so get ready. Here goes 10 and 9 and 8. Woo! And 7 and 6 and 5 and 4, 3, 2. Go back to boat pose after 1. Go back to boat pose. Hold it steady. Those of you who likes the challenge, straighten those legs. Ooh, I did it. All right, come back to seated position. And this is our last few minutes together. I thank you so much for your energy and your love. I feel it through the internet coming to me, and I'm really, really grateful. I hope to see you again on Thursday. Namaste.